Hello, everybody. Welcome to Scotty Side. Thank you for joining me today. Really appreciate it. Today, we're going to look at a video from my brother, the voice of reason. The Western women are starting to get it, but is it too late? And I made a comment on this video, but we'll see that after the video. All right. Let's where are we at here? Playback speed. We're gonna go 1.25. Even though it's not a very long video, but let's watch.
Women are starting to get it, but is it too late?
Okay, is it actually true that a guy treats you the way he wants to be treated first, and then he starts treating you the way you've been treating him?
A TVOR.
Probably. It's if we're not getting respect, then we don't want to give respect. Yeah. It's ladies, we're not difficult. Men are not difficult. Let's go to the big head. We're very simple creatures. We don't require much. We don't need much. We especially don't need your nagging and your constant talking. Constant talking. Just treat us well and we'll treat you great in return. We will, and we'll love you till the ends of the earth. But most of y'all just can't do that. All right, let's continue. Oh yeah, TVOR. Bitches.
Oh, we got a sunny, gorgeous day here on the island. Welcome back, Cybertruck. What the hell? See what's amazing out here? It's not on fire. That's crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah, today's topic. Well, women are starting to get it, but it's based on what? Well, there's this guy on Twitter who posted a image of him moving into his brand new place, empty. And he said that for him, life was starting again at 51. At 51 years old. And a few other men chimed in, of course, with their tweets and their modest setups and their ages and that sort of thing. And this one guy said, 40's pretty quiet. He's got a little camper set up,
Fuck yeah, dude.
Another guy was like, yeah, well, look at yourself and, this... if you're living your life, this could be the alternative. So don't look at your life as terrible if you're not in a relationship, if you're not married or whatever, right?
Right.
And obviously, this man here is divorced. He went and got divorced. And of course, the typical song of him losing everything. And he did.
It says, what's the story here then, Gareth? Apologies if I missed it previously. Gareth says, divorce, massive debt, the usual. Got a new place on a new Irish government scheme thing. Keys today. So he found some way of gaming that system, and he got his own place, and good on him. And it's Ireland, and I have no idea how that is with divorces and relationships, living together. I have no idea. But it sounded like it was pretty brutal, especially massive debt. That sucks. And starting over like that at 51. Ouch.
Lost everything like most men typically do.
Yeah.
Another man was tweeting something along the lines of like, why do men keep doing this? I don't understand why they keep putting themselves in this position. And I think that, essentially it's
not
because late Gen Xers. I'm a Gen Xer, I'm a younger Gen Xer, but late Gen Xers are pretty much the last ones who have not really gotten the message as far as what intersexual dynamics are. Mm-hmm. And I think that they don't really know. They're basically boomers.
I'm technically a millennial. I just wanted to put that in there. I consider myself a Gen Xer by how I was raised and the time period. There is something called a Zennial. Look that up.
By and large, they're basically boomers, right? They might as well be boomers.
Fucking boomers.
1 second here. Just gotta get up the highway speed because it's Friday and it's nutty out here. Yeah, so basically they're like, they might as well be boomers when as far as the red pill goes.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't know. They don't know anything about what's going on. They don't go on the internet. They don't understand, right? And they're late to the party, obviously. Now, there is some female sympathy out there, would you believe? One of the girls says, we should normalize prenups. Well, unfortunately, prenups are not ironclad.
And it says, nah, for real, we got to normalize prenups before marriage because men are getting scammed and robbed all in the name of marriage every single day. I feel so sad for Gareth.
But, it's a good start. And another one said that she's saddened that this is normalized and it shouldn't be, this situation where...
The usual just saddened me, to be honest. being financially broken because of a divorce should never be a thing.
Basically, it's a matter of fact. It's the usual that happens to men. Well, she's, a few decades late, but better late than never to the party. I totally agree. I think most men would too.
Yeah.
You got conservative female influencers that are starting to say things, right, that MGTOW men have been saying for a long time. Back to the days when we said that we had dating and marriage preferences, but, that was considered misogyny back then. Today, it's common sense, right? And males from generations prior to these guys, younger than the young Gen Xers like me, they kind of see what these influencers like Gia McCool are saying. And they're saying, let's be real. Legacy is a myth. When you die, you die. A few people cry and life moves on. Give it a generation or two and you're forgotten like the rest. So this idea that a man needs a wife and kids to have a legacy and live on, that's just another sales pitch to keep him on the hamster wheel.
Yeah. And exactly. I mean, who has a legacy still as a guy? Big time old leaders like Alexander the Great, the German guy, you know who I'm talking about, even though it's not a good reputation. But, did Adolf Hitler had a girlfriend, right? Did he have kids? I don't think so. It's all about the mark you're going to leave when you pass on to the next world, the dent you're going to make in the universe. I'm taking that from Richard Cooper. Just shut up, run with me on it. Are you going to leave a dent in the universe? That's what it's about, man. It's not about, and that's why part of the reason why I never was like, oh, I got to have kids. If I wanted to have a big legacy, it's not going to be my kids. No one's going to remember who the fuck my kids are. If I make a giant fucking contribution, Bill Gates, okay, he's going to live on for a long, long, long time, even after he's dead. I don't know who his fucking kids are. Does he have kids? I don't know. That's the point I'm trying to make here, and I think that's what he's trying to make here too.
Familiar MGTOW men? Some men choose not to marry or have a family, not because they're afraid of responsibility, but because they're tired of the nonsense that comes with it. Modern marriage often means giving up your time, freedom, money, and peace to chase a dream that might turn into a nightmare.
Yeah.
Wife, kids, mortgage, 9 to 5, stress, repeat, and for what?
Right.
To maybe be remembered on Father's Day? Choosing solitude isn't weakness, it's freedom, it's peace. It's control over your own life.
Ooh, I love it.
Not every man who walks alone is lost. Some just refuse to be part of society's hamster wheel. I suspect this perspective is going to ruffle a lot of feathers. Anyone who has ever said the same thing has received the same treatment. But it's important to remember, men can make money, cook their own meals, and get sex without marriage in today's world. Society tells them, don't get married, so why would a man go against the grain and still choose a wife? For a legacy? Please. After speaking with many men, this is their reasoning. A woman who supports, nurtures, is virtuous, and helps him grow is worth the commitment. The children that come from that, they come on as a united front all together, as a family unit. Anything else than that, well, he can get that from a girlfriend or a roommate.
Yeah.
So, ladies, if you're not willing to invest in him, show him respect, and support him daily, don't be surprised when you struggle to find a husband.
Yeah.
And it's because of this and the fact that women are noticers of trends, I am saying myself here, that I think we'll start to see this shift that men in the manosphere predicted decades ago. Some women will actually give a shit. Some will care.
Yeah.
But many will just be onto it because it's where the next gravy train is. It's the next grift. And of course, this is just informing others how they're going to need to act for the foreseeable future for that gravy train to continue. Kind of like our friends, the OnlyFans stars.
Says, how it feels knowing I own a home at 23, thanks to 250,000 men. Simps!
What do you guys think? I mean, I didn't do the video of the woman who went super viral, but this, the one who was talking about how she had a perfect man on paper, everybody else did it. JP Sears did it best. I'll leave the link to his video in the description. She was basically humiliating her perfect husband all over the interwebs for hundreds of millions of views. And, the typical, she's perfect, nothing wrong with her. Mm-hmm. He's wonderful, but I basically want to divorce him. Yeah, narcissist to the extreme. I didn't do that one, but I don't really have to. I mean, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't in this environment. And the women are starting to notice, but again, what is the reason that they're noticing, we always say? Is it just part of another larger grift, a chameleon grift? Or is it something where these women actually care all of a sudden?
I think it's more they realize that if men check out, it will affect them. It will come to bite them in the ass. These are the ones that are actually looking a little more into the future instead of, like I always say, 5 fucking seconds in front of their nose. That's how far most women think, is 5 seconds in front of their nose. Just like a child. Me, what do I want? Blah, blah, blah. I think that's what it more boils down to, is their lives are going to get disrupted. It's not going to be as good. They're going to want a guy there to provide, protect, and if most men are not doing that, they're going to have to compete with all the fucking hot bitches, right? And they can't, and they know it. So it's against their own best interest. I think that's what's going on.
Well, we'll leave that for you to decide, but we'll try to leave you with something funny today. I hope you have an excellent weekend. Take care of yourselves. We'll do this again soon, and as always, bye for now.
What you got?
One knows every angel, one knows every angle, one take care of all things, the other one creates them. One kneels for salvation, the other kneels with salivation. One will go up, the other gets down. Hail Mary, full of grace, verses 5, blows to the face. One asks you to pray, the other asks you to pay. One will blow, one prays for she has sinned, the other lays down cause she was pinned. The Holy Trinity versus the Trinity of the holes. One does good deeds, the other one swallows the seeds. One reads, the other breathes. One to trust and the other to trust. One is holy war, the other has watery hole. I'm going to hell, the prayer and the sprayer, the sister and the step.
Oh man, that's great. All right. Oh, right. We got to look at some of the comments. He pinned my comment. What a sweet Peeth. Thank you. I said, good video, brother. I'm at the point where I just don't care if they get it or not. I'm never marrying nor having children. So what they want or care about is irrelevant to me. And yeah, I still stick by that 100%. I can't speak for anyone but myself, and I'm done. Even if the laws change, they have nothing of value to me to consider. Probably for me to consider. Yeah, and this next one says, too late. Don't trust anything these grifters say to us. Whoa. Okay, let me start over. Too late. Don't trust anything these grifters say to get us back into the game and onto the hamster wheel. Got it. Okay. I swear I can read. It's not like we haven't been carefully explaining it to them for 10 plus years. Yeah, totally, man. Totally. That's where I'm at. And I think a lot of other guys too. And the women that care now is because, like I said, it's going to affect them. And they see it coming and they don't want that. And it's still all about them. So that's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. I'll leave the original video in the description. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. Go show the Voice of Reason some love. And take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Love you all. See you in the next video. Bye.